What's going on, guys? JB Lion back with another video, and today it is the game review for England versus Costa Rica. And yes, what a game it was. Obviously, before we start, like we always say, if you're new around here, please do hit the like button. If you want to know and watch more of my content, please do hit the sub button. If you want to know when I upload, hit the bell icon. All that jazz like normal. But let's just get straight into this. So England versus Costa Rica, it went exactly how I thought it was, which was a 3-0. 3-0? Yeah, 3-0 victory in the end. And, you know, there's a few things to remember for this. Costa Rica haven't qualified for the World Cup. And secondly, it was still a warm-up for us, and it, like I said, went exactly how I expected it to go. We was very dominant, quick from the start. You can see now Tuchel's plans coming into play. I think the team he played yesterday is ideally what he's going to play for the rest of the World Cup, I reckon. The only difference being, I don't think it's going to be Konsa from the start. I reckon it's going to be Gahey, and it's certainly not going to be Madueke. It will be Saka. But yeah, great start. 8 minutes in, I think we played Anthony Gordon showing his pace down the wing. Anthony Gordon actually had a really, really good game yesterday. In the first game, he wasn't so great. Well, he was all right, but I didn't really see much of him. But yesterday, he played a lot better, a lot more attacking, and showed what he is made of, which is speed. And he gave those Costa Ricans an absolute bloodbath with his speed. And yeah, he got a great assist to Declan Rice, lovely finish. And it set us off. And then obviously later on in the game, side note, Costa Rica are absolutely filthy players. They was being aggressive towards England, taking out our players, which is all expected. Sorry, one sec. Taking out all our players and just being horrible, horrible opponents, like I said, which is to be anticipated by them because, yeah, they didn't really show much. We kind of came off the boil a bit halfway through, which was not good. It seemed like we just stepped off the gas a bit, and I was worried that, sorry, I was worried that we was going to be finishing 1-0, but luckily it wasn't the case. We did get a penalty late on. Well, we had 2 penalty shouts. First penalty wasn't a penalty. Gordon did dive a bit, and it was just a bit of a soft one. But the second one, Stonewall, defender just completely messed it up. And yeah, Gordon obviously took the penalty and blasted it in. And I think, you know, overall yesterday he was the man of the match, Gordon. I thought he had a really good game. And then obviously later on, Ollie Watkins came in, right place, right time. The poacher scored a great goal. And it just capped off a great England performance, really. It does fill me with a lot of confidence going into the World Cup now. You know, we looked actually sharp yesterday, and we looked like we finally had a bit of identity that we haven't seen under Tuchel yet. Obviously, there's been a video of Tuchel doing the rounds of him motivating the team, and it is what we need. You know, in the pre-match interview, obviously the game got delayed by an hour, and in the pre-match interview, I think the interviewer said to him, "Oh, what do you think? Do you know this is like, is this affected you?" And he didn't come up with an excuse and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's affected us, blah, blah, blah." He just said, look, no, game plan's the same. They still are hungry. They still want to go out and get this win. And that's what you want. You don't want a manager making excuses for the squad. You don't want a manager being like, "Oh, you know, they had to wait an hour, it was delayed, and this caused issues." No, you don't want that. You want a manager to be honest and be like, "Look, you know, we're still here, we've still got the game plan, and we're going to still win this. Regardless of a game being delayed for an hour, this is our match." And that's exactly what England did. And it was, like I said, overall an absolute quality performance from England. We had some really sharp moments. Like I said, there was moments of staleness, but I think it's just purely because the Costa Ricans were being so aggressive, and maybe, you know, it was in the game plan of Tuchel to be like, look, there's no point us getting ourselves absolutely kicked in here for this win, you know. Let's just take off the gas a bit and not put anyone at risk. And he did make a lot of subs in the second half because, you know, like I said, the Costa Ricans were being very aggressive, very brash, which was expected before the game. It was a big talking point, but it's exactly what England needed. We needed a game of physicality because our first game was against Croatia, and we know they're certainly going to be a physical side. So it's good that we had that game against Costa Rica. It's something that we finally expected. And yeah, it was just absolutely wonderful to see that. And it was a good way for us to go into the tournament and good for us to go in. Go in on a high, you know, get that win under our belt and get in there with confidence. Like I said, Anthony Gordon played absolutely amazing yesterday, in my opinion. You know, he was strong, pacey. Obviously, it's not good for Rashford because, you know, it's not good for Rashford because that's the position he wants to play in. But that's such a good feeling to have, is that players are that quality that you can replace a player with another quality player. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so good that we have that depth to be able to do that. And yeah, anything that game gave us confidence and filled us with confidence. And we, like I said, finally saw a little bit of the identity of what Tuchel's trying to, get the squad to do. But all I'm hearing is good things. Good camp, everyone's excited for it, and it'll just be nice to finally get this World Cup underway for us. Obviously, we had the first game tonight, Mexico versus South Africa, which Mexico won 2-0. There was 3 red cards, which is absolutely mental for a first game of the World Cup. But yeah, we get underway on Wednesday. I'll obviously be doing my pre-match review and my match review videos. And yeah, let's just see where we go in this tournament, where it's going to take us. And it's only ever exciting from here on in. But yes, guys, thank you so much for all the support lately. I can see you guys are enjoying these videos, so I'm going to make sure I keep posting them throughout the World Cup. Make sure you keep up to date with the videos. I've got a little playlist called World Cup 2026, where I'll be posting all these England videos. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, if you guys are enjoying these videos, what you think England's chances are at the World Cup. And yeah, let's just get excited for the World Cup. It's a great occasion, and yeah, let's just all get behind England and hope that maybe it might come home. But like I said, I'm not crazy optimistic this tournament, but you just never ever know. But yes, guys, I've been JB Line. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you dudes, dudettes, and everyone else in the next video. Peace, guys. Woo! Come on, England!